Welcome, welcome, welcome into another day and another lesson in A Course in Miracles. Today we're on lesson 128. The world I see holds nothing that I want. And yesterday we were on lesson 127. There is no love but God's. What a beautiful experience that was. And before we get into recognizing the world we see holds nothing that we want, let's take a moment from the world and tune in, closing your eyes or settling your gaze a few inches in front of you, and letting the outside world, the ideas, the identities, the storylines, the values, the conditioning, just letting it all fade into the distance. As we enter into that place where we rest in God, we rest in peace, and we recognize that there is no love but God's. Inviting some breath in to just breathe that in. Connecting to that place where you can say to yourself, I am spirit. Just taking deep breaths in through your nose. And out through your nose or your mouth. Let's just be in the absolute present, right here, right now. Getting still, listening to the truth. One last breath here. And as you're ready, wiggling your fingers and your toes, bringing your attention back to the space. The world you see holds nothing that you need to offer you. Nothing that you can use in any way, nor anything at all that serves to give you joy. Believe this thought and you are saved from years of anxiety. It says from years of misery. From years of misery, from countless disappointments, and from hope that turns to bitter ashes of despair. No one but must accept this thought as true, that the world you see holds nothing that you want. If you would leave the world behind and soar beyond its petty scope and little ways. Each thing you value here, each thing that you and I value here, is but a chain that binds us to the world. And it will serve no other end but to bind us to the world. For everything must serve the purpose that we've given it until we see a different purpose there. The only purpose worthy of our mind that this world contains is that we pass it by without delaying to perceive some hope where there is none. Let's not be deceived anymore. Be deceived no more. The world you see holds nothing that you want. Escape today the chains, let's escape today the chains that we place upon our mind when we perceive that happiness is going to come from here. For what we value, we make a part of ourselves as we see or perceive ourselves. All things we seek to make our value greater in our sight limits us further. It hides our worth from us, and it adds another bar across the door that leads to true awareness of ourself, who we truly are. Let nothing that relates to body thoughts delay your progress to salvation, nor permit temptation to believe that the world holds anything you want to hold you back. Nothing is here to cherish. Nothing here is worth one instant of delay and pain, one moment of uncertainty and doubt. The worthless offer nothing. Certainty of worth cannot be found in worthlessness. Today we practice letting go all thought of values we have given to the world. We leave the world free of the purposes we gave, its aspects and its phases and its dreams. We hold its purposeless within our mind and loosen it from all we wish it were. Thus, we lift the chains that bar the door to freedom from the world and go beyond all the little values and diminished goals. So what are we going to do? We're going to pause and be still a while and see how far we rise above the world and when we release our minds from chains and let it seek the level where our mind is actually going to find itself at home. And our mind's going to be grateful to be free a while. Our minds know where it belongs. But we need to free its wings, and it will fly in sureness and in joy to join its holy purpose. So let's let our mind rest in our Creator, there to be restored to sanity, to freedom, and to love. So we're going to give our mind 10 minutes of rest 3 times today. And when our eyes are opened afterwards, we will not value anything we see as much as when we looked at it before. Our whole perspective on the world will shift by just a little every time we let our mind escape its chains. The world is not where our mind belongs. And we belong where our mind would be and where it goes to rest when we release it from the world. Our guide is sure. Your guide is sure. Open your mind to your guide, to the guide. Be still and rest. Protect your mind throughout the day as well. And when you think you see some value in an aspect or an image of the world, refuse to lay this chain upon your mind, but tell yourself with quiet certainty, this will not tempt me to delay myself. The world I see holds nothing that I want. Awesome. So let's get started with the first of 3 10-minute practice periods to release ourselves from all the values that we think we see in this world, recognizing that the world that we see holds nothing that we want. Let's be still and rest, letting our minds rise high above the world. And let's get started. Beautiful practice period. And as anything comes up throughout the day, we're going to be protecting our minds. And when we think we see some value in an aspect or an image of the world, we're going to refuse to lay this chain upon our mind by telling ourselves with quiet certainty, this will not tempt me to delay myself. The world I see holds nothing that I want. And I'll look forward to joining with you tomorrow as we move into lesson 129. Much love.